We have some awesome news regarding cornerback Jason Verrett. As you guys know, this week, Jason Verrett worked out for the San Francisco 49ers after spending about a month on the Houston Texans practice squad with former defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans. With Jason Verrett being available, it does appear, according to Kyle Shanahan, that the San Francisco 49ers plan to sign Jason Verrett to the practice squad as early as next week. So it does appear a return for Jason Verrett and the San Francisco 49ers is imminent. I personally love this news. We did an entire show yesterday on why I believe the San Francisco 49ers should bring back Jason Verrett to the 49ers practice squad. Obviously, number one thing that the 49ers needed to determine with the workout is that he can actually play. And if he can check that box, it should be a no-brainer that Jason Verrett is added to the team. And this is why. Jason Verrett has already spent a ton of time with the players on this team. He understands the core values of this locker room. He was one of the top leaders when he was with the San Francisco 49ers. And since then, he has really become a great voice, a great elder statesman in the locker room. At 32 years old, he's coming in with a wealth of knowledge. We all understand he was an all-pro caliber cornerback before he suffered some injuries. And even when he was able to get back to health in 2020 with the San Francisco 49ers, he had a phenomenal season. But we haven't seen him since that first game in 2021 where he tore his ACL against the Detroit Lions. And then the following year, he ruptured his Achilles in practice the week he was set to return to face his old team, the Chargers. So obviously, Jason Verrett has gone through the whirlwind in regards to injuries, and just the work he continues to put in and come back is something to be respected. But one of the biggest benefits of adding Jason Verrett to this locker room and to this team, and specifically the practice squad, is you're bringing a veteran leader into this defensive backs room. The oldest guy in the room, like you got a bunch of young guys with Charvarius Ward, Diamador Lenore, and Ambry Thomas and crew, bunch of young guys. You bring in a veteran leader like Jason Verrett, who could be a huge time presence in that room and can really build up these guys. This is a great addition in my opinion. Now it's not official yet. We do expect that to go down next week, but I'm very, very excited about this one. And again, one of the key things with Jason Verrett is he's not being signed just like directly off the street after not being on a team all year. He was at least on the Houston Texans practice squad, which means he's been on a team. He's been in that environment. He's been practicing. He's been on the scout team. He's been out here doing football activities and should be in football shape. So that is great news for the San Francisco 49ers. And I think that really helps a lot of the questions. And that was my biggest question with him is, can he just play ball? Can you put him out on the field and can he hold up? And so he's going to be able to go against Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Jawan Jennings in practice. And if he can show that he is capable of being on the field against those guys in practice, who knows if we see him elevated or he gets a shot to be back on the active roster. As you know, they can elevate and drop guys off the practice squad to play. So overall, I love this. This is great news in my opinion. I think a return of Jason Verrett is welcomed. It was, you know, typically when you hear about workouts and you hear about certain players potentially being added to the roster, you don't do full live shows about it. That to me speaks to the caliber and the quality of player that Jason Verrett is, quality of leader, because we know this guy. He's been in our locker room he was in our locker room from 2019 to 2022. We know him very well, and they love this guy. And there's no different example of that when he went down with the injury in that game against the Chargers. the entire team wore shirts honoring Jason Verrett in the pregame. I mean, you can see right here. Here's the picture. Here's the picture. Trent Williams rocking the Jason Verrett shirt. You can see my tweet yesterday. Bring back Jason Verrett for the vibes. So the San Francisco 49ers have done exactly that. They are going to be bringing back Jason Verrett for the vibes, and I couldn't be happier about it. I think this is just a great story. First of all, great story for Jason Verrett. He can provide help for this team, even if he never steps foot on the field. His veteran leadership is going to be a very welcome sight in that defensive backs room. And who knows what the redemption arc could look like. Could we see him actually get on the field? I hope so. It would be absolutely fantastic. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about this addition? Again, not official yet. He's expected to re-sign or sign with the practice squad next week. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.